I'm meteorologist Paul Diano with your KOMO 4W, the Western Washington Weather Webcast for Monday, February 8th. Weather headlines: areas of fog, dense at times this morning, but we're going to dry out and stay dry for a while. Big pattern change coming. The rain is going to return as soon as Thursday, and it's going to be pretty wet around here. But first thing I want to talk about is the correlation between our warm weather, we'll call it the warm of the century here in Western Washington, and the storm of the century, the huge snowstorm that just happened back on the East Coast, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City. They are related. Let's get back to the weather maps, and I'll show you exactly why. There are two branches of the jet stream right now that we're dealing with. The first, the northern branch, is splitting off and riding up to the north of us. That's why our warm air is coming in. But look at where the jet stream's going, way up into northern Canada, super cold, and then it's diving back down into the northeastern U.S. So whereas we're warm over here, it has just been a very cold winter here back on the East Coast. Now that in and upon itself means it would be cold on the East Coast, not cold and snowy. But here's what's happening with this El Nino pattern that we've been enjoying, but back east they have not. We have the second branch of the jet stream. It is diving down into California. This is a moist flow of air, picking up some more moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and then that is riding up the eastern seaboard. So you see they're splitting off to our west, but they're coming back together on the East Coast. What you're doing is you're combining the cold air coming down from Canada, the moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. Where those two meet, we have seen tremendous amounts of snow, and that will continue perhaps with another significant snowfall of up to a foot with some snow drifts 3 to 4 feet in places like Washington, D.C., Philly, and New York once again, whereas we stay mild with 41 consecutive days at or above average temperature-wise. For us, pretty calm here. There is a low-pressure area off to our west, but with that split flow in the jet stream, it's going to dive down to the south, down toward Medford and Grants Pass and Gold Beach. Not for us, so we'll get a glancing blow once again. And we're looking upstream. There's that split flow, part into Canada, part into California. We stay dry. We will be dry through Wednesday before we begin to see things change. Now, when things change, that flow will become more consolidated. One jet stream heading pretty much directly toward us, giving us a good chance of rain. So we're dry through Wednesday with highs in the 50s. Temperatures aren't moving that much, but look at the rain. Rain heavy at times and some mountain snow coming up over the weekend, significant snowfall, with temperatures staying in the 50s, but rain likely Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Something really funny I've got to show you. It is a weather guy who works for AccuWeather who was talking about the snowstorm back east, and here's the forecast they put together, and I have it up on YouTube, and you can find it. Just listen to this guy. He's nuts.
One problem. Problem number two, 14 to 22 inches of snow winding down Saturday afternoon. Tertiary problem? Yeah, I've been reading the dictionary. Blowing and drifting. 3, 4, 5 feet drifts. So you shovel, drifts back over, shovel, drifts, shovel. Could I get a one-way ticket to New Orleans?
I sincerely hope that you'll never see anything like that from us KOMO 4 meteorologists here. Weather's not going to be that crazy, thank goodness. Here we go with our forecast once again. Dry through Wednesday, then getting wet, but we stay above normal temperature-wise for the foreseeable future, and the folks back east can actually blame our El Nino pattern is part of the reason why it has been so snowy back there. Enjoy our nice weather because it's the nicest in the country relative to what we should be having for the wintertime. I'm meteorologist Paul Diano for the KOMO 4W. See you tomorrow.